everyone. Today we are going to talk about London Englishes and more specifically about MLE. But what is that exactly, Melanie?
So the MLE is the name for Multicultural London English, and I sure don't really pay attention, but London is in the southeast of England, and we will see that its geographical situation has an impact on the language spoken in London.
Oh, interesting. And does the MLE compose with different things, or is it a complete new language?
Actually, it's the mix of different other variations of the RP, received pronunciation, which is also known as BBC English.
And what are all of these variations that allow the creation of MLE?
So this is what we're going to see.
Yes, and let's begin with Cockney English. So Cockney English refers to a traditional working class accent and dialect associated with certain areas of East London. It is often considered a specific form of English spoken by older Londoners, especially those from the East London, as Mélanie shows on the map. Cockney has its own unique pronunciation, vocabulary, and grammatical features that set it apart from other regional dialects in the United Kingdom. So Cockney has its own pronunciation, including the dropping of the H at the beginning of words. So for example, with the word house, in Cockney it would be house. And also the use of the glottal stop, where the T sound is replaced with a slight closure of the throat. So if I say butter in Cockney English, it would be, Melanie, could you pass me the butter, please?
Yeah, of course.
So Cockney has also its own set of word slang expressions, also known as rhyming slang. And many of its expressions have passed into common language. So to give you another example, with the word stairs, in Cockney English we say apples or pears. So in a sentence it would be, I'm going up the apples, meaning I'm going up the stairs. While Cockney shares grammatical features with standard English, there are also unique features in its syntax and grammar. For instance, the double negatives is widely used in Cockney, as in I ain't got none. It's important to note that Cockney accent and dialect have evolved over time, and the traditional East End communities associated with Cockney accent have undergone significant changes. So today Cockney may be found throughout London and may incorporate other influences from other languages and dialects due to the city's diverse population.
So Cockney English had an impact on the MLE, but there is also the influence of Extra English.
Yes, can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, so Extra English was used for the first time in 1984 by David Rosrain, who is an English as a foreign language teacher. He described this accent as a variety of modified regional speech and a mixture of not regional and local Southeastern English pronunciation and intonation. Extra English is believed to have originated around the banks of the River Thames and its estuary. It is also known as non-standard Southern English, and this accent is predominantly associated with the working class, and it is mostly spoken by young people. Extra English is widely spoken throughout the south of England, mainly linked to surrounding regions, including Kent, Essex, Sussex, and Surrey. These areas share pronunciation similarities, contributing to a certain linguistic diversity within Extra English. However, it's important to note that Extra English is not limited to these regions. Indeed, due to population movement, Extra English has spread across British territory, and especially the South. Many phonological features of Extra English differ from RP, but they share this feature with the Cockney accent. Some notable examples include the vocalization of the sound as a sort of W, the transformation of the T sound through glottalization, the omission of the adverbial ending "ly," and the abandonment of tag questions.
And as you said earlier, movement population is very important here in London and has an impact on the way we speak here today.
Right, and what is for you the most important external influence?
Jamaican culture, particularly through its influential music genres such as reggae and ska, has significantly shaped the language here in London. This influence, also known as Mélanie, is characterized by the incorporation of Jamaican patois or slang into the local speech. So the popularity of Jamaican music in the UK led to the adoption of Jamaican language in London English, and this phenomenon is one of the main construction of MLE. Also, the One Trash generation has played a pivotal role in this linguistic mix, introducing not only new words but also influencing speech rhythms and patterns. So Jamaican patois, with its unique vocabulary and musical cadence, is now an integral part of London's linguistic landscape and adding dynamism to the language. And also beyond language, this cultural exchange has fostered a shared identity, highlighting the interconnectedness of culture, language, and identity in the diverse city of London. So, according to you, Mélanie, MLE is a new dialect of London English?
Yes, I think it is. The MLE is considered as a dialect of London English that has emerged in the early 1980s in parts of London with a relatively high level of immigration. It is based and mostly based on the traditional East End Cockney, Estuary English, the significant influences from Jamaica, and a complex combination of historical, social, and cultural factors. In the media, Emily sometimes refers to as Jafaican, which will mean fake Jamaican. This is due to the popular belief that Emily originates solely from Jamaican immigrants and not from a cumulative influence of external factors, such as Jamaica, local varieties of London English, and vernacular varieties from the Southeast, both local and international. Therefore, it is a legitimate linguistic variety that emerges from the cultural diversity of London. So the MLE exhibit various features specific to this linguistic variation. One notable grammatical aspect is the regularization of the verb to be in the past tense. Many other phenomena are visible, such as the reduction of diphthongs replaced by monophthongs, as seen is the transformation of ow in a. Additionally, the pronunciation of the aspirated H is preserved instead of the th fronting, which is replaced by the sound th, resulting in words like through, pronounced as through, or th stopping, pronounced with a t sound, which gave thing instead of thing.
All right, thank you, Mélanie, for this explanation. I hope you learn more about all the variations in London Englishes, and thank you for your attention.
Leave it on, please.
Should we cut the...
No.
Oh, okay.
I can see you. So I did learn more London accent, especially the Jamaican part of it. I know people here used to greet me with a wagwan, and I would never understand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've written that down actually. Wagwan. Yeah, you didn't mention that. That is an absolute key kind of indicator that we're in